this thing, and Jamie Presley in a bikini.
So I've just finished watching Demon Island and it was a pretty shitty movie. It was released by First Look International Studios in 2002 to a theatre of empty seats, apart from the one or two critics that rightly gave what this movie deserves. Since I started targeting these movies to talk about, Demon Island was always on the list due to it being in IMDB's bottom 100 list, but it was only until I watched it and when I thought, gee, this movie is perfect to talk about or some shit.
So let's just beat the shit out of this thing until something good falls out, which will never fucking happen. This is Demon Island.
Okay, Josh, play it cool. They haven't noticed that my DVDs aren't in alphabetical order. Oh, okay, that wasn't loud or distracting for no reason. The movie doesn't wait around to overload you with complete bullshit, so I'll just give you the 411. This tribe were once successful and happy, but something happened that caused all their people to be shit or something. So their crops wouldn't grow, and people were dying from not having crops. So a witch doctor decides to craft two pinatas, one bringing good fortune, and the other to burden all the villagers' sins and problems, like enjoying Adam Sandler movie. So the lead witch doctor 420 blazes it and starts the ritual. Surprisingly, the whole entire event was a complete success. The kids go and smash up the good pinata to get sweets or bugs or twigs, whatever tribes children enjoy. I don't know, fucking rocks or something, I don't know.
But what to do with the bad pinata that's full of murderous tendencies and other negative feels?
I don't know, let's just fuck it off and chuck it down the river or some shit. But then it gets hit by lightning, which doesn't actually do anything.
So that was the setup, and credit where credit's due.
I didn't really mind the backstory for this. It was somewhat interesting and shot pretty well, in fact, for 2002. It was watchable, but it's too bad to fuck everything else up past this point. So bad that it completely eliminates any good things I have to say about this movie. Enter our cast. A bunch of...
I can't do it. I can't get for that long without telling you guys how much I dislike these pricks already. Okay, sorry.
People. Enjoying a pretty fucking redundant water fight while riding two boats. I mean, wouldn't the spray from the sea just get them wet anyway? They sure do look like they're having a great time. I mean, I'm not, because of this stupid grungy music you've made me listen to, and had to filter out in case I get copyright ID'd, which is more likely the case. Look how much fun we're having. I don't even need to pretend to laugh, we're having that much fun. Fuck you. So they reach the shore, spoilers, and before I could even catch a breath, we are told that Kyle, played by Nicholas Brendan, and Tina, played by Jamie Presley, have split up. Because yes, it's going to be one of those movies.
You know, one of those movies where two people split up because of a situation that was misinterpreted. Instead of just having a conversation and resolving this, like normal fucking people, they decide to carry on and go about this negative, oh I hate you but I love you really, and then they get together in the end anyway, kind of movie. Get a hashtag on that, you fuckers.
So these two on quad bikes show up to actually give us a clue why we're on this island.
So it's a scavenger hunt where they have to go around collecting pieces of underwear because underwear's funny. To win money for their college houses or some shit to pay for upgrades. I don't fucking know.
What education board would allow this? Oh, you want a private island to host your annual collect the pants like a fucking psychopath whilst drinking a tons of alcohol that we're paying for? Yeah, no problem.
Nope. Nope.
So for some reason the students are paired up, but oh, these two have recently split up and they're refusing to speak to one another. Let's hope they don't get paired together. Oh no, what a cruel, unforgiving world this is.
Bro, come here. Come here. You're chained to Jamie Presley? What the fuck's wrong with you?
So these two are stuck together, and they don't fuck around with making us despise them. Oh, totally unintentional. So while those two are being annoying, the rest of the groups are collecting as many pieces of underwear they can get before midnight because that's the deadline or some shit.
Wait a minute. It's a slasher film? And teenagers are being dicks? Somebody's about to have sex and or do drugs.
And just in time, this twat called... something... somehow has keys to his handcuffs and releases both of them so he can...
messed up.
How can you tell that after the first hit? And because all the anti-drug videos that we watched when we was in school were correct, instead of the typical innocent goody-goody two-shoes girl simply saying, "Nah bro, I'm good, cheers mate, GG," she decides to inject like 30 marijuanas and starts laughing her bollocks off.
I've somehow got a second-hand high, and I've got the munchies. Not because I'm actually high, it's because I just want to get away from this film.
Oh yeah, that evil pinata. They somehow find it even though it's been missing for hundreds of years.
I forgot to mention, throughout all this, the officials have scattered pinatas about that's full of drinks and other sexual things. But the pinatas are like giant dicks or rabbits, or giant rabbit dicks. They won't be stupid enough to open up that evil looking motherfucker, would they? Right?
You know, I didn't even have to finish that sentence before I knew that he was going to twat it with a rock or something. He eventually does crack it.
I got it.
Do you hear that?
That, me idiotic friends, is the sound of the CGI crew being nudged to wake up, because now they have to animate something. You thought the Asylum CGI was bad. You know nothing.
So the pinata comes to life and...
Look where that got ya. You'd be nothing without me. I don't even know who I'm angry at here. Funny enough, I've just thought of a video that's actually better animated than this fucking film.
I don't want my pizza burning.
So the other team are collecting stuff when they hear a noise. Say, something completely unrelated. But do you like god-awful actors with serious breathing problems while they're trying to spout their lines?
He's dead. A pinata came to life, smashed his head in, and it killed him. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Oh God. Oh God.
She's out of her mind.
Now, some people may defend her saying, oh, she's in shock, she doesn't know what she's doing. But she's just ran back in the direction of the pinata, away from people that might be able to save her. That's not shock, that's stupidity. Learn the difference.
So, this thing is looking for Carl and JB walking down a long and lonesome road, when all of a sudden, I go, fucking blind! Cut back to those two when...
Where did it go?
What?
That was pretty much out the blue there, movie. You know, with slasher films, it's scary when we know something is creeping up on us. But the scariest part of this scene is how shit the special effects look. God damn.
Now, I'm not saying that having bad CG in your film makes your film bad. I mean, okay, it kind of does. But that's not the only thing. The sound engineers in this just lose their shit whenever this monster's on screen. Every single audio level is boosted up way too high and it deafens you. Even in scenes where the monster's sneaking up on people and these people can't hear him, we get a cut to it where it's screaming and hissing as loud as possible. Everything about this film is sub-amateur, if not worse.
The two officials speak to the blonde girl and she tells them that, Bob is kill. So they warn everyone and tell them to wait at the camp. So they go to find Bob. They do find him, but he's too busy hanging around. Cut to the other couple as they find the evil pinata. It's decided to set a trap for some reason. Ow my ears! Ow my eyes! Ow this guy's balls! Fuck! So the two officials are riding back to call the event off when all of a sudden they are chased down by the pinata. But this happens.
That was just terrible. Really terrible. Like, really terrible.
She... You know what? Stop there. You tell me what you think's happening right now. When all we've got is this. So the male official gets his head smashed in whilst trying to save the female official. giving her enough time to run away. We are then joined with some of the survivors at the campsite, and out of absolutely fucking nowhere, Kyle, thanks IMDB for reminding me his name constantly, describes everything that happened at the beginning of the movie, of how the pinata was created. What's his excuse for knowing all this? He thinks he read it somewhere once, maybe.
Movie, you just pull that straight out of your arse. It doesn't make a difference if these people know the origin story of the pinata. You're just being silly, and you're being very lazy. You need to go and look in a mirror and have a good hard look at yourself for a good 10 minutes. I'm not joking, go.
Cut to the morning where more people have turned up, but they are still missing a few, so Jamie suggests going out to find them. So the group all go out, but only if they stick together at all times.
This is important.
Not 5 seconds later, this chap needs to get a stone out of his shoe, and instead of letting the rest of the group just wait for him, he insists they go ahead, only for them to change their minds 10 seconds later and turn round to wait for him. But it's too late. Even with the sound of the monster and his screaming, the dumb fucks don't hear him or look up at any point, and he dies.
One, a stone in your shoe would take seconds to remove. Two, when people suggested about splitting up, you went in a massive mood about it. And three, how did you not hear this? Sneaking up on you.
Jamie, for some reason, decides to run back to the camp because the blonde girl has run off, but it's too late. She is also killed. Oh, it's night now? Okay. They find the female official as she explains that Bob is killed and they need to get off the island. I mean, no shit. Oh, the thing can fly now? Okay.
You know, I haven't even spoke about the pinata. And that's because there's fuck all to tell about it. It's bad. That's it. In other slasher films, we get a bit of an origin story and a kind of an understanding why it's doing what it's doing. But this is just, oh, people in the tribe wanted to kill and rape and steal shit, so all those nasty things are just mixed onto it. And yeah, it's just bad. There's no connection we can make or fear because it's just evil for evil's sake. It's very lazy screenwriting, and hence why I haven't mentioned it at all. How long's left of this fucking thing anyway?
Is this still fucking going on? They somehow set up a trap for the bastard and hang it in the air, but it then catches fire and breaks out, so it duels. Fuck! Kyle, thanks IMDB, with pans! Yes, you heard me, pans! But just in the nick of time, Jamie ties a Molotov to the back of the pinata, causing it to blow the fuck up, mate.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
We then see the survivors sitting round, then a quick jump scare and credits. So what? No sequel bait? No nothing?
And that's because they knew they made a massive pile of shit when making this film. It's not real. I wouldn't go anywhere near that film without a hazsuit and a pair of gloves. That's the closest you'll see me to holding that DVD. So, Demon Island, / Survival Island, / whatever it's fucking called. What do I think of it? Well, you probably already know already, so let's just go on to that little bit where I speak about it before the end.
Demon Island has to be one of the most boring and annoying films I've watched so far, and it rightly deserves its bottom 100 IMDb places. The acting throughout was mediocre at best, but the special effects, oh my god, the special effects. I've watched the Asylum movies, and they've had more time and craft with their special effects. This thing, every time it was on the screen, it gave me a headache and made my ears bleed. There's not that many redeeming qualities about this film. Sure, you can watch it with a group of friends and laugh at it, like I did, but for the most part, you will not enjoy this film.
So that was Demon Island. I have nothing else to say about that film. Yeah, let's just try and move on and forget about it. Heavy emphasis on the word try. I'd like to thank all the fans and even new and old people that have subscribed lately. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go and play my favourite console of the next generation, the who you are. So I'm Josh. I don't have a sign off, so go away.